Hello and good morning. Hi there. Nice to see you. Welcome. Do come in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. Go and get the beverage of your choice, the beverage or the drink of your choice. Mine is ginger red date tea. I'll be having some of that later. Welcome today. Really nice to see you. It's Keith, if you don't know me, from Keith Speaking Academy. New name, new website. Great to see you here. And today I'm looking forward to talking to you, yes, you, all about the topic of this one up here, the topic of food. One of my favorite subjects. I really am a foodie, right? A foodie, somebody who's particularly interested in food. So much so, I even had as a hobby, I made a website about food, which I might show you later if we're lucky, or maybe not. So great to see you here. Welcome. Come in and have a seat. It's a great topic. It's an interesting one, and I'm really nice. I'm not really nice. I'm really interested in talking about it. So, how are you guys? Nice to see you here. Great. The guys from Facebook are in first. That's nice to see. We've got also, let's see, some new faces. Reset, Mariku, Niha, Enzu, Gabriella, welcome. Sheik and CK Wong, welcome. Zoe Lin, welcome. Loverette, nice to see you. Gurpreet as well. Supra, nice to see you here, guys. Amrit and Sanjana, Rawi and Yin Yin. And lots more of you piling in. Welcome. Nice to see you. Good afternoon or morning, depending on where you are in the world. If you're watching the recording on YouTube later, then welcome as well. If you are on YouTube, by the way, please do remember to subscribe to the channel. It's now called English Speaking Success because I'm not allowed to use IELTS. So I changed it to English Speaking Success. And my website, Keith Speaking Academy, just to keep you on your toes. Also, press the notifications so that you can get notifications of any new videos that I'm doing. Excellent. Nice to see you. Thanks for the emojis. Brilliant. Welcome you all. Learn English with Siraj. Welcome, Siraj. Nice to see you here. That's excellent. Good. So today, food. I'm going to begin with my favorite food, right? And it's this, right? Can you see that? Now, of course, it's a bit dirty because potatoes are always a bit dirty. I love potatoes because they are so versatile, right? Flexible. You can do anything with a potato. You can peel them. In fact, without peeling them, you can have them as roast or baked potatoes. You can roast them. You can deep fry them as chips. You can have sauteed potatoes, right? Sauteed, where you're frying them in the pan with just a little bit of oil. You can have sauteed potato. Chips. Chips. In English, British English, we call them chips. In America, they call them French fries. Why do they call them French fries? I mean, the potato wasn't invented in France, and nor were chips. I thought when I was in France, I used to live in France, the French told me that chips were invented by the Belgium, not by the French. But I know in America, they call them French fries, right? Interesting. But you can boil them, you can mash them, mashed potatoes. Brilliant. Absolutely delicious. One of my favorite foods. Well, being Irish, right, of Irish heritage, the potato is responsible for so much. We love potatoes. But of course, the lack of potatoes was the reason we had the Irish potato famine back in the 1850s, 1845, when so many Irish people died because there were no potatoes. The crops were destroyed, and so many people immigrated. The reason you've probably got an Irish pub in your country because of the potato. Huge exodus of Irish people. Right. Delicious. Great. Quick question from Jamolidin. Can we use wanna, gonna, gotta in the speaking section? The answer is yes, of course you can, because that's how we speak, right? It's not writing, it's speaking. So we have wanna, gonna, gotta. Absolutely. Oh, yes, Sheena, you're absolutely right. Shepherd's pie can be made with potatoes, right? We mash the potato, put it on top of the meat and veg. It's delicious. I agree with Navjil that life is tasteless without potatoes. Right, brilliant. And now a nice question from Gusti. How many adjectives can we use to talk about food? Well, it's a good question. And I've got a very quick answer for you because I'm going to begin with you on some what we might call essential vocabulary. So for those of you joining, we are talking about food up there. So when we talk about food, right, a lot of people say it's delicious. Well, which is true, right? This dish is delicious. Okay. But you can also say it's tasty, or this dish, the shepherd's pie is tasty, really tasty, luscious, right? It's a bit more formal, but absolutely fine. It's a luscious dish. Mouth-watering, right? Mouth-watering. Scrumptious. So somebody's got scrumptious. Yasmin, scrumptious, yes. It's slightly more, oh, it's scrumptious. It's a little bit old-fashioned, but you could possibly use that still. The one to be careful with is yummy, right? Quite a few of you have got yummy, as Sheena says. Yummy, delicious, tempting is nice. That's very tempting. Let me put that one in. I like that. It's very tempting. And you would say that maybe before you start eating. But yummy, don't use yummy in the IELTS speaking. Why not? Because it's the way children speak. Okay, so this is, it's children's speak, if you like. It's not really how we speak as adults. So if somebody says, it's yummy, you probably think they're 3 years old or 6 years old. I don't think an adult would say, oh, it's yummy. It sounds a little bit strange, right? More colloquially, you could say, it's spot on. Whoa, this shepherd's pie is spot on. It's perfect, right? As you're eating, especially if you're with friends or somebody has cooked a pie or some fish and chips. Did I just say fish and chips? No. Somebody's cooked a chicken curry for you. You go, oh, it's spot on, mate. It's perfect. So, right, nice different words we can use to talk about food. Appetizing. Yes, Sajan, very good. It's very appetizing. That's nice. I like that. Let's add that to our list. Appetizing. Brilliant. Very, very nice. Scrummy is slightly better than scrumptious because scrumptious and scrummy are the same, but you've made it more colloquial, more spoken. That's nice. Okay, brilliant. Good. Superb. Lordong, sinfully savoury. It's very poetic. It's nice. I like the alliteration. Sinfully savoury. Very poetic. Yes, Mariku. Nice. It's a good song, that, right? Awesome. Food, you could call it awesome. Definitely out of this world. Yes, why not? Absolutely. Good. Omar, thank you very much. Let's move on. We can also talk, of course, these words are really important, I think. Okay, talking about nutritious food. And for those of you on the Facebook page, you may have listened to the audio about nutrition, nutritious food, and obesity. So nutritious, I think, is it's full of nutrition. It's very healthy. It's good. Nutritious is a difficult word. Maybe practice saying it with me. Nutritious. It's a sh. Nutritious. Try that with me. Put the stress on the tri. Nutritious. Good. The noun, nutrition. Nutrition. right? It's like new and old. New. Nutrient. Again, nutrient. Did you notice the stress changed from nutritious to nutrient on the first syllable? Nutrient. Brilliant. Nutrients, we have macronutrients and micronutrients. Ooh, what are they? We'll talk more about those later. Another useful word, talking about food, especially nowadays with our sedentary lifestyle, where many people like me are sat in front of a computer all day and we only eat potatoes, is obese. Obese. Now, obese is similar to overweight, but it's medically overweight. So overweight means you're just a bit fat. Obese is where a doctor has said, listen, you're fat, you're overweight, and your health is at risk. You may have a heart attack, cardiovascular disease. You need to be careful. So don't become obese. The noun, obesity. Say that with me. Obesity. Notice the stress changes from, no, it doesn't. Obese. It's the same stress. Obesity. Great. Nice. Some nice vocabulary to start the day with. Brilliant. Hello, everybody. What else have we got? Nutrition. Right, we've got some nice words here. Jean Rosemary talking about overcooked, undercooked, oily, creamy to describe different kinds of food. Brilliant. The girly. So the girly, well done. As I talked about macronutrients, carbs, protein, and fat. Spot on. They're the macronutrients. I wonder if you know what the micronutrients are. Does anybody know what the micronutrients are? Whoa, the girly, you're out of this world. Let's see if anybody else can get it. Ooh. Right, micronutrients, yes, minerals, calcium. These are all good examples of micronutrients. Vitamins, brilliant, great. Tan, very good. So vitamins and minerals. Yes, Berlin, zinc is also, it's a mineral, right? So your mineral and your vitamins. Wow, you guys are good. I think you're all into health. You're either foodies or health buffs. Micronutrients then, brilliant. It's worth looking at, right? Very, very briefly, because we're going to talk about healthy food, right? So for those of you who may not know, let's begin with macro. Macro meaning big, micro small. Macronutrients are carbs, right? And we've got good carbs and bad carbs. Basically, the good carbs are the unrefined, can't say it, unrefined, unrefined, whole grains, vegetables. With vegetables, you can just say veggies or veg, right? Vegetables is quite a difficult word. Vegetables. Colloquially, God, I'm struggling today. Colloquially, veggies, veg. And fruits are all good, good carbs. The bad carbs are the refined stuff, the processed stuff. White rice, white bread, white pasta, potatoes. And of course, carbs have sugar, and we need sugar, right? Sugar's good, but when you have sugar in Coca-Cola, not so good. And fiber is another kind of carb. The things you get in the beans, the legumes, kind of the hard, like chickpeas, lentils, pulses, like lentils as well. All of these full of fiber, very, very good for you. Excellent. Nice. And we've also got, what else have we got? Keith got confused. Very, very confused. So flax seeds. Right, good. Those are going to come under the next bit, I think. Table sugar, that's right. Not so good for us, I don't think. Mr. N, don't worry. We've got protein and fat, right? So protein typically comes from the fish, the legumes, the meat. Nuts are a great source of protein. Let's just... oh, sorry about that. Let me just take myself away. Fats, right? You talked about flaxseed fat, olive oil. Olive oil, I think, is good. And some other oils are better. Fats, somebody mentioned saturated, right? And unsaturated. So as well, you're absolutely right. Saturated fat is, I think, which one's not good? I think saturated fat is not very good. Unsaturated sounds healthier to me. Yes. Brilliant. Good. More ideas. Protein, cheese. Exactly, KK. Fantastic. Avocado oil. So that's interesting. I've not used that before. Brilliant. Good. And of course, finally, the micronutrients, as we mentioned, vitamins and minerals. Okay. Now, I'm just going to share with you an interesting website, right? Because if you're into health and you want some interesting vocabulary, this one can be quite useful for you. It's from Harvard. Great. The good guys at Harvard. Harvard University has a department, and here it's the Harvard T.H. Chan, the School of Public Health in Harvard. They've got some amazing resources which you can look at, and I'm going to show you the healthy eating plate. And apparently I'm allowed to share this for educational purposes, which is, of course, what we're looking at today. So let me make it a bit smaller. It's very interesting, right? They call it the healthy eating plate. And if you can just see it here, can you see it? The healthy eating plate. More or less we can see it. They basically, interestingly, right, half of your food should be vegetables and fruits. Mainly vegetables for your healthy eating. Fruits as well, of different colours. Healthy oils. We need oil. You must have fats, right? I think it's a really bad idea to go on a diet where there's no fat. And in fact, a lot of the low-fat diets have been debunked, that they don't really make a significant difference. But you do want to be careful you have healthy fats, like what? Like olive oil, canola oil, for cooking and on salad, limit butter. And whole grains and healthy protein take up the rest. So whole grains are the unprocessed grains, like, whole grain pasta, brown rice, things like that. And then your protein from the different sources that you've mentioned. Healthy eating plate, right? Interesting. Like it. Thank you very much, the guys from Harvard. Lovely. So healthy eating. Now, I'm wondering, I have a question for you guys. Do you eat healthy food? There's your question. Do you eat healthy food? Let me know in the comments below. What do you eat healthy food? Apurva, the My Plate is actually the US government's approach. It's very, very similar. The healthy plate is from Harvard. It's a separate one. But you're right, the My Plate, the one that Michelle Obama was promoting. Yes, great. Brilliant. Let me get rid of this and let's bring in some of your ideas. Now, this is a very interesting one from Soki. Not every day. And I think that's interesting because should eat a healthy diet, but maybe not every day. Was it Tim Ferriss who talks about cheat days, right? You can eat healthily 6 days a week, but 1 day a week you should have a cheat day where you cheat and you pig out on cakes and snacks and the things you would like to do. So maybe not every day. Good. Right, interesting. I'm in a low-carb diet. Right, remember we say I'm on a low-carb diet. I'm on a diet, Inzum. And thank you for that, because for everybody, I'm on a diet. A low-carb diet, right? The paleo or the keto. There's lots of low-carb diets now, right? Really, they became so fashionable ever since Mr. Atkins started promoting them, if you remember the Atkins diet. Yes, we eat home-cooked food. Nice. Yo, this is true. People who are obese would get sick easily. Well, that's very, very true. Yes. Be careful. I know they're overweight, but they're not obese. They're obese. They would get sick. Yes, very easily. Mary Ann loves vegetables. Excellent. Sajam is a health freak. Nice. I'm a health freak who prefers a balanced diet, right? So it is good to eat a balanced diet. Thank you, Sajam. Gimme says, no, I want to enjoy my life. Give me cakes and give me excess of it. Right. Gusava says, before I didn't eat any meat, only I ate fish and goat meat. Goat meat, that's interesting. Goat meat, like lamb. I wonder if you mean lamb, or maybe it's goat meat. Right. From Facebook, I try to eat a balanced diet. That's great. Yes. You can say a balanced diet or a well-balanced diet, right? As Angelina says, that's nice. We just need you need an a and you need a hyphen, Angelina. Give you an a, give you a hyphen, you're set to go. Brilliant. Now, Habel, we try to eat Mediterranean food. Yes, the Mediterranean diet in the World Nutrition Research comes out number 1, the Mediterranean diet. Yeah. Mr. Ren, no, because it sucks. I love to eat fast food, bro. Fair enough. Good for you. But listen, Mr. Ren, don't eat fast food every day. Or when you're 50, you'll be in a mess. Right, Katerina, chia seeds. Well, chia seeds are nice as a compliment, right? They obviously don't fill you up, but to add on top as a compliment are great. Okay, great. Some interesting ideas, right? Muesli. Elisa is into raw food, the healthiest food ever. Now that's interesting, Elisa, because raw food, I assume you're referring to food that is not cooked, right? So different kinds of fruit. Maybe, I'm not sure exactly what raw food is. Write back and let me know. But it could be, yeah, that it's not cooked. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Maybe, but that's good for you. Great. Anisha prefers home-cooked food to fast food. Brilliant. Okay, brilliant. Now then, let me... do you eat healthy food? I'm going to share a few bits of language with you over here. Okay, what did I say? Well, things like, there's the expression in English, eat the rainbow. Now, eat the rainbow, if you say I eat the rainbow, it means you eat a large variety of colours. And that to have a balanced diet, it's really good to eat different colours. And that will help you get a balanced diet. Eat the rainbow, I've got a picture. In a moment, I'm going to show you. If I can just find it. Sorry, I've got to empty all of that. Because I was running out of space, for goodness sake. Where is the picture? Come on. It's run away. It doesn't want to be eaten. Eat the rainbow. There was a picture and it's gone away. Look at that. Seriously? I tell you what, let me try and find my picture. I can't. I'll show you on the on here, just so you get the idea. Can you see that? If I go away, eat the rainbow. So you're eating foods of all different colors, right? That's what eating the rainbow is. And that by doing that, you kind of automatically become healthy. Maybe you do, don't know. So eat the rainbow, eat your 5 a day. This is a Britain thing. In Britain, we have a government campaign, and maybe in your countries you have government campaigns. Eat your 5 a day is to eat 5 portions of fruit and vegetable. It's a nice word. 5 portions of a fruit and veg. Great. Eat your 5 a day. Portions is important because many people have large portions and we need to eat smaller portions. Remember we said to go on a diet, right? Some of you are on low carb diets. Some of you may be on low fat diets or a paleo diet. I don't know. Have you ever been on a diet? Eat in moderation. Eat a balanced diet, right? Exactly. Some of you have said maybe you're a vegetarian. And of course, we also have vegans, right? So vegans, not only they don't eat meat, but normally they won't eat dairy products or fish or eggs, cream, cheese, things like that, right? Okay, some interesting language. Excellent, good. Let me come back. So we can talk there about different kinds of food. Now, healthy eating. I wanted to share a very short video with you, right? And it's about healthy food and healthy snacks. And there's a question in the video, and I want you to answer the question, right? So as you watch the video, this guy comes in and talks about snacks and what kind of snacks you might eat, right? Healthy choices. Watch, listen carefully, and answer the question, right, in the video. Okay, so let me show you this video. It just takes a second to load. Bear with me. I say a second. Vegetarian. So Niha is a vegetarian. Amila is a flexitarian. I love it. Emmy, you're a vegan. Right. Nice. Cool. It's video time. It is video time. Hello, Pranata from North Sumatra. Excellent. Good. I think we're good to go. Let's try and open this. Hello. Hi. Well, listen, it's that time of the morning. It must be about, what, 10 o'clock, 10:30? Time for a snack. But are you making healthy choices, right? Let's see what you normally have for a snack. Well, actually, let's see what I normally have. There's different choices, right? First of all, we always have a fruit bowl. So you might want, for example, an apple, right? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Or you could have a pear, right? We often make this lao zao, which is really nice, quite sweet, but you know, quite tasty. They say plums, because they're purple, are a very, very good choice. Very healthy fruit. Or you might want some fresh honeydew melon, maybe with a bit of cheese. That could be quite nice. Or I'm a bit of a dab hand in the kitchen, so I can rustle up avocado, tomato, mashed up with a squeeze of lemon and a bit of salt, and we get guacamole. Oh, it's delicious. Well, that probably sounds like a British guacamole, but really nice. But the other choices, right? What about having a yogurt? You could have Iroski Greek natural yogurt. It's low in sugar, might be nice. Or my favourites, salt and vinegar crisps. Yeah, lovely, tasty, healthy, I don't know. Or what we sometimes have, a bit of chocolate, white chocolate. And look at that at the food label. It's got this big red light, right? It's E, which means it's not healthy, but it's so tasty. The last choice, if you fancy this, not ice cream, but nuts. Actually, a selection of nuts, raisins, currants, you know, really walnuts. Brilliant. So, healthy choices. Don't speak with your mouth full. That's what my mother told me. So, what are you going to choose? Let me know. Who was that? The master chef. So, what are you going to choose? What's your healthy snack this morning? Write it down. And we'll see what you come up with. Right, so Gadam goes for the nuts. Heba goes for dark chocolate, which is healthier than white chocolate, actually. Good choice. Oh, interesting. Peanut butter with celery. That sounds very tasty. Nice. Almonds are very good for you. One of these superfoods, right? KK says yogurt and apple. Nice choice. I think very nice choice. Fruits. Oh, dry. Fruits, dried fruits with coconut water. Interesting. An apple and a plum. Haha, already had a banana this morning. Nuts from Nangalin. You already had a banana full of potassium, which is really good for you as well. Barat as milk and oats. Melon, yeah. Good farm. Rashi goes for cereals. I wonder if that's your snack or is that your morning breakfast, right? I wonder. What else have we got? Apple and nuts. There's a nice one. The guacamole sounded mouth-watering. It is. I mean, guacamole is a Mexican dish, I think. But I don't think the Mexicans put tomato in it, which is why I said it's probably the British version. Yes. Ludong, I think running probably yes, but I'm not sure. I choose yogurt, nuts and fruit, bread and butter. And why not? If it's, especially if it's brown bread, right? Whole grain with a bit of butter, some fat is good. If it can be a unsaturated fat, even better. Well, super. You're making me my mouth salivate. I prefer to have nuts and more steamed veggies with blueberry muffins and a pancake. Oh, sounds delicious. Not sure if it's healthy, but it's delicious. Crisps. Yeah. British people love crisps. I think we're the biggest consumer of crisps in the world. I know they're not super healthy, but my video made your stomach rumble. Good. Susan likes the fruit and nuts. Excellent. Good. So what snack would you choose? You've all gone for, I think, fairly healthy choices, which is excellent. So let's move on. I've got another question now for you. Generally speaking then, right? Generally speaking, what food do you like? So not just about snacks, but what kind of food do you like? Tell me in the comments section. Let's have a look. Right, I'm going to share some of your ideas up here. Let me take this away. Let me take me away. Right. Ooh. Oh, Lourdes, yes, you put tomato in it. Oh, cool. I'm so pleased to know that. French fries, banana and eggs. Banana and eggs? That's interesting. Let's have a look. What else have we got? I love eating fish and chips. Okay. Fried egg. Interesting. Boiled eggs. Eggs are popular, aren't they? What's with eggs? Everybody likes eggs. Barbecue. So barbecue now, that could be a meat barbecue, but you could have a seafood barbecue or vegetable barbecue. Why not? Ramen noodle. Spot on. I love ramen noodles, especially if you get the right stock, right? The right soup, really tasty. What about potato chapati? Spot on. Absolutely delicious. I had lots of those when I was in Malaysia. Very nice. Gopinath says rice and curry. Absolutely. Zulfia goes for cake and a cup of tea. Totally different. Very, very different. So I'm talking not just about snacks, right? But general food, right? Zoe, I like Chinese food. Your traditional food, right? As well, traditional meal. Dolma, I like so much, right? Okay, brilliant. Poultry. So I guess you're talking about chicken and what else? Turkey, maybe? Or game? Anisha goes for rice and curry. Brilliant. Oh, Sheena, biryani. Lovely. Absolutely delicious. Bit of spaghetti with cheese on it. Lovely. That Italian food. Excellent. Some of you go for spicy food. Some of you go for nutritious food like Helen. Speaking very widely, Asian food. Okay, excellent. So some great ideas. So when talking about food that we like, yeah, let's bring in this sheet. Let's get rid of me. Food that you like. No, let's take this down. Sorry. It sometimes doesn't work as well as I would like. Okay, what food do you like? So we can say, I love ba 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 ba. Right? So, for example, if somebody said, I don't know, somebody said fish and chips, seriously? I love fish and chips, or I adore fish and chips. This is a nice expression. I'm rather partial to fish and chips. Say it with me. I'm rather partial to. I'm rather partial to. Right, good. I'm fond of blah, blah, blah. I tend to eat. Actually, here we would link, yeah, and we would put this invisible W here. I tend to eat. And the to becomes t. Say it with me. I tend to eat. Let me come over here. I tend to eat Chinese food. I tend to eat Indian food. Yeah, good, nice. And then when you avoid foods, I tend to avoid. We've got the same. This is interesting, right? We make a link, but we add the W because you've got the O, which looks like a W. O, to avoid, to avoid, to avoid, to avoid. I tend to avoid spicy food. Say it with me. I tend to avoid spicy food. Nice. And use the chunks, right? Chunk it. I tend to avoid, pause, spicy food. I tend to avoid spicy food. I tend to avoid eggs. I tend to avoid meat. Whoa, brilliant. Well done. You can also say, I veer away from. I veer away from. Again, you're going to be connecting here. Just let me. I veer away from. I veer away from spicy food. Veer away from. I veer away from. I veer away from spicy food. You can do that as well. I veer away from spicy food. Do that in your exam. I veer away from Indian food. I veer away from healthy food. Actually, I should veer away from fast food because although it's scrummy, it's not very good for me. Right. So nice, some nice little expressions you can talk about there. Keep practicing those. We've talked about Chinese food, but why not say Chinese cuisine? Just a slightly more sophisticated word, right? I like Italian cuisine. I like Chinese cuisine. I love Indian dishes, right? Or I love Bangladeshi dishes. Maybe. Biryani. I can't remember where biryani originally comes from. But, right? Or I like Italian food. I like Italian food. Okay. You can go on. Let me take this down, just make it clearer. You can go on to say, my favorite dish is spaghetti bolognese. Notice the chunking again, right? My favorite dish is spaghetti bolognese. It really helps your fluency if you chunk, because if you just go on and on, my favorite dish is spaghetti bolognese, it's not easy. Chunking really helps you just take bit by bit. My favorite dish is spaghetti bolognese. Try it. My favorite dish is spaghetti bolognese. Change it, of course, for your own favorite dish. But that chunking and pausing really helps your fluency, right? Okay, good. Some nice ideas. I don't know where you are. I'm trying to track your messages. Let's see if you're still here. My favorite dish is pasta. My favorite dish is fish and beef. Ooh, the riddle. It is time for the riddle. Well spotted. It's time for the riddle. Biryani is Iranian food, right? Ooh, this is one of the classic. It's like the chips, right? The French fries. Countries will go to war to say, no, we invented the French fries. The Americans will say, we invented it. The British will say, no, we invented it. Riddle time. Okay, riddle time. Here we go, guys. Here is the riddle for today. And today I've been super clever because I've made it up and I've changed it so you can't search on the internet. Okay, so here is the riddle. Are you ready for the riddle? Are you ready? Now I have to go back and double check I can remember it. Okay. A lemon went to the doctor because it was sick. What did the doctor prescribe? So a lemon, right, went to the doctor. Yeah, a lemon with legs. A lemon went to the doctor because it was sick. What medicine did the doctor prescribe? I'll give you a second to give me your answer down below. Oh, Augustine, you're far too good. Oh, guys, come on. This is not even on the internet. Oh, I hate it when you get the right answer. Antacid, that's an interesting one. Good. Vitamin C, very good ideas. Honey is a good idea. The actual answer, as many of you have already got, is lemonade. Lemon aid. And of course, lemonade as one drink, right? Often spelt like this, lemonade. That's a drink, but it's lemon aid to help the lemon. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Bum. How cool. Great. That's the riddle for today. Well done. You guys are far too good for me. Far too good. I need to rack my brains a little bit more to get some more complicated riddles to catch you out. Right. Okay. So we've talked about food. Let's talk about cooking. Right. And after this, I'm going to share with you a few books that I think are interesting on food and cooking. But let's first of all address this question, right? Do you cook, guys? Do you cook? I am cracking under the nerves. Do you cook? I'm going to turn myself off while I have a drink. Right, good. Yes, cooking is one of my favorite hobbies. Brilliant. This is really good, Angelina, because it helps us just clarify. Cooking is one of my favorite, because you've made the mistake that is the most common mistake we see in IELTS speaking, right? And it's the singular and the plural. So cooking is one of my favorite hobbies with an S, right? It's one of the most common mistakes. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. That's really good. So everybody can now get it right. It's one of my favorite hobbies. Great. Let's see. Let's get some others. Supra says, yes, it's a stress buster in the lockdown. Very nice. I like it. Stress buster. Really, really good. Sarah says she's cooking stir fry. What, right now? Sarah, stop cooking. You're meant to be learning English. Folk, I'm not Spanish, I'm British. Kay, unfortunately, I don't have a knack for cooking. I love that. I don't have a knack for means I'm not good at. Very, very nice. I cook scrambling egg. Great. It's one of those great dishes. I cook scrambled eggs. For some reason, we put it in the plural, but it's scrambled eggs, I think. Now, this from Aizana is a common situation. I don't like to cook. That's why I often eat ready meals and takeaways. And this is so common in today's society. People don't like cooking or don't know how to cook or don't have time to cook. So we are consuming a lot of takeaways. Not very healthy, I'm afraid, but yes. What else have we got? Nice little expression from Marina, excuse me. Yes, it's my cup of tea. Great. Also, sure, with my apron on. Me too, Artyom. I have a lovely apron. I'll show you next time. You can say, I'm really into cooking. Yes, I'm a good cook. Brilliant. I have culinary skills. We talked about skills the other day, right? Brilliant. I have culinary. Let's just change that. Yeah, brilliant. I have culinary skills. For some people, yes, when I'm in the mood, right? Brilliant. Good. So, some nice ideas. We can add a bit more language here to say what you've got. So you said, I'm fond of cooking. Brilliant. Or I'm into cooking. We can say, I love to cook. My signature dish is, and your signature dish, right? Your signature dish is the dish you like to cook the most and the one you do best. So everybody likes to dabble in cooking, right? We like to dabble in cooking means to try, right? To dabble in, to try. Most people like to dabble in cooking, but we're not professional cooks, right? But everybody has one dish that if friends come to your house, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to make this dish because everybody loves it every time. My chicken curry, for example, is my signature dish. Everybody loves it. It's got my own little twist, my own little ingredients that nobody else in the world does. So I love to cook. My chicken curry is my signature dish, right? So I wonder what your signature dishes are. But we can say I dabble in cooking, right? Is to try my hand in cooking, to try my hand at cooking. From the video, you saw this expression. I like to rustle up, blah, blah, blah. I like to rustle up, I don't know, a spaghetti. No, not spaghetti bolognese. I don't know. I like to rustle up a pizza, maybe. So to rustle up is to make quickly. You know, we often say, I like to rustle something up, yeah, in the kitchen. I like to rustle something up. Oh, come on, autocorrect. Something up in the kitchen. If friends are coming, I like to rustle something up in the kitchen. Very colloquial. It's very nice. Use it in IELTS speaking because it's a phrasal verb. Always nice. Excellent. Good. Let's see. Signature dish. I thought we'd get some signature dishes. Let's see what your signature dish is. Fried eggs from Romain. Fried eggs. Why not? Oh, now then. Veggie falafel with multigrain sandwich. Zainab, lasagna. My signature dish is lasagna, that brilliant, lovely Italian dish. Oh, Swati, thank you for sharing this. What about whip up something? Exactly the same. Brilliant. I like to rustle something up or whip something up. That's great. It's the same meaning. Really nice language. Great. Love it. Your others. Elisa says, my signature dish is pineapple rice. It makes people over the moon. Love it. Love it. Pasta. Your signature dish is pasta. Right. Nice. Why not indeed? So when we're cooking, maybe there are two ways you can cook. Right? You can follow recipes or you can play it by ear. Follow the recipe means you have a recipe book and you follow the steps. Other people throw the book out of the window and just get a bit of sugar, a bit of flour, an egg, mix it all up, a bit of water, and just, you play it by ear. So to play it by ear is to improvise, right? You just do it, play it by ear, just improvise. Basically, make it up as I go along, right? There's no plan. There you go, no plan. And you can play it by ear with anything. If you're doing a presentation or a class or a meeting, play it by ear. Don't have a plan. But many people, when they're cooking, instead of following a recipe, you can play it by ear. And I think the more professional you become or the more experienced you become, if you're a seasoned chef, then you can play it by ear or make it up as you go along. Literally, make it up as you go along. Excellent. Good. Just seeing what else we've got. Italian macaroni. Polov. Oh, polovs. If I remember rightly, are those kind of like a dumpling? I'm not sure. This is a nice little practice here. Great. Alone. When I'm alone at home, I try to rustle something up for myself. Good, because I get often very hungry. Brilliant. Very, very nice language. Okay. To wing it. So Sunita, thank you very much. Can we say wing it? Yes, we can. So you can follow recipes, you can play it by ear, or I like to wing it. Brilliant. Which is exactly the same, right? To improvise, just wing it. Put in a bit of sugar, a bit of avocado, a bit of tomato, squeeze of lemon, one garlic or two, 3. Wing it. Mix it up. Guacamole. Excellent. I like to wing it. Very, very nice. So there we've got it. Different things about cooking. Now then, let me come back. So I was going to share, talking about cooking, right? A few books to share with you. First of all, my hero, one of my heroes, Jamie Oliver. Jamie Oliver, 5 ingredients. Now, one of the problems is, as some of you have said, is maybe you don't know how to cook, or you're too busy. Sorry, it looks like an advert. This is not an advert. I'm not sponsored by Jamie Oliver. Some of us are too busy, don't know how to cook, not interested in cooking, and so we go and eat fast food. Jamie Oliver said, it's much healthier to cook at home. So he makes a lot of books. He's a British chef. He makes a lot of books to make cooking easy, right? And so here's 5 ingredients. This is unbelievable, right? Look at this, chicken hot pot. So what he does is he shows you, if I can just show you here. Oh, come on. You get 5 ingredients, onion, chicken, something else. And with 5 ingredients, you make that. Unbelievable. Now, how easy is that? Because often people say, oh, I don't have the right ingredients, right? So easy, fish curry. Look at that. You just need 5 ingredients and like 15, 20 minutes, and you can make the easy fish curry. Nice book. Jamie Oliver, 5 ingredients. Go and check it out. It's quick and easy food. I'm a big fan of Janie. Gordon Ramsay, yeah, he's also a very, very good, thingamajig chef. He is. If you're really into health, and I notice people like the girly are into health, a book like this, The China Study. Now, this is done by Dr. Colin Campbell and his son, Thomas Campbell. They're PhDs, they're nutrition experts. It's really, really good. This is a scientific study. And basically the conclusions are we should eat a plant-based diet. Because the evidence that they show from this book is after doing large, long-term, widespread studies in China years ago, that meat and dairy products and milk and stuff were damaging to people's health. So if you're into that, China Study. I shared this with you the other day, Michael Pollan, right, in Defense of Food. And this is all about, again, eating healthy food. Very easy to read, very accessible, nice language. And it's basically eat food, not too much, and mostly plants. So he doesn't advocate being healthy all the time, right? The idea of on one day a week, it's a cheat day, you can eat what you want. Come on, I mean, eating, healthy food every day, it's nice, right? But it's good now and again to pig out on a chocolate cake and an ice cream. I mean, for your mental health as well, right? Having a McDonald's now and again, it's fun to do. So it's just about eating in moderation in Defense of Food, Michael Pollan. I'll put all of these in the thingamajig, in the notes that you can get. Right. Some good language coming up here. Let me just share 1 or 2 of these because I think it's well worth doing. Fussy eater, right, Clara? So a fussy eater, normally we talk about children who are fussy eaters. When they will eat chocolate, but they won't eat broccoli. They'll eat this, but I won't eat that. They're picky, right? A picky eater. They won't eat everything. They're fussy eaters. It's a nice expression. I'm too busy to cook at home. Yes. There was another one somebody had, another nice expression. Okay, that was the other one. Yeah, sweet tooth. It's nice. I love chocolates. If you like sweet things, yes, it's have a sweet tooth. Now, the last one. I'm a seasoned cook. That's a nice expression. You must be a seasoned cook. That means experienced cook. I wish, Yulduz, I wish I was much better than I am, but I'm really interested in it. So if you're getting serious about cooking, guys, salt, fat, acid, heat. Samin Nosrat is an absolute star. She is Samin Nosrat. She worked with Alice Waters. And if she was in one of the best restaurants in New York, in America, apparently. But she's captured the elements of good cooking. She says that you need salt, you need fat, acid, and heat to make any good dish. And it's just an unbelievable, beautiful book. I mean, it's got recipes, but it's also got, it helps you understand fat, salt, right? Salt is not just salt. There are so many things to understand about it. It's a brilliant book. It's well worth having a look at. No, as a reference book, right? Okay, enough of that. We've talked a lot about food. I can see some of you are getting Kahoot withdrawal symptoms. You guys are addicted to Kahoot, aren't you? I must have Kahoot. So let me just oh yeah. Brilliant. Some really, really nice expressions coming up here. I will try and pick them out and add them to the list of things to do. But we are going to finish on a Kahoot just to revise some of the vocabulary that we've seen so far. And it's also a fun way to finish up the class, right? So let me just find my Kahoot on food and we will get cracking. Let's get cracking. Okay. Wait a moment. Okay, let me bring you in. We're going to do this one, teach. We're going to play the classic. So I'm going to turn the volume down because I remember it gets really loud. So what you need to do if you're new here, first of all, I need to get out of the way. You need to go to www.kahoot.it and then put in the number 838045. You can add your name and then join the game. And basically, I'm going to start asking questions and you have to put your answers in. Keith, I love you. Seriously? If you can't get into Kahoot, you can write your answer in the comments section as well. That's absolutely fine. Okay, people are joining up. We've got about 60 people. I'll just give you a moment to get into the system and then we will start, right? Brilliant. I love some of the expressions you've got are great. Larry the cat. Okay, Larry the cat is in. Jean is in. Ricardo, May, Aki, Data. You're all joining in. Rama, Vonteur. Brilliant. So we've got quite a lot of you in, I think. I know, music's good, right? Okay, here we go. Kahoot. Let's start. Let me find the play button. You can still join even though we're starting. Now remember there's a time limit. There is a time limit. I'm going to get rid of me. Quiz. I'm to bananas. I'm to bananas, meaning I like them. Right? You've got 15 seconds left. Fond, partial, adore, a fan. So be careful with the preposition to. I'm to. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now then, come on guys, what's happening? Fond? Seriously? I'm fond to bananas? Well then, not at all. How can you say fond to? Now that's because you're not thinking and paying attention to every word. So in your listening test and reading, really, really pay attention to the prepositions, right? You have to say partial to. You can't say fond to. A fan of, yeah, I adore bananas, but I'm partial to. Oh, right. Oh, that's the first time that most of you have got it wrong. Come on then, guys, wake up. It's because you're all hungry, right? You're all thinking about chocolate and guacamole and biryani. Question number 2. Well, actually, let's see. Let me get out of the way. A dish I'm good at preparing is my dish. Dun, 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 dun. Strange music, right? It's like a horror film. Not very happy at all. This is where the teacher kills the student who makes a mistake. Dun, dun. Beware. Oh, you've got longer for this one because I thought it was harder. 22 seconds. Still 20 seconds. Dun, 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 dun. Seriously, it's like a spy movie. It's a piece of cake. Nice one, Elisa. Okay, 6-5. Signed, single, signature, or sung. And seriously, anybody gets this wrong, and they're out of the game. Right, well done. Most of you got it. It was the yellow one, signature. My signature dish. Excellent. Okay, what's next? Oh, the scoreboard. We forgot about this. Yana, top of the pops. She's so far the quickest to get 2 right. Coming closely behind is Tharn, Lorraine, Larry the cat, meow, and My Rules coming up in 5th place. Question number 3. We've got a total of 4. Here's question number 3. When cooking, I like to play it by foot, hand, nose, or ear. And this means to improvise, right? This is a bit happier, right? Enough of the murder mystery. Right, don't think of... Hey, well done. Now, it's interesting, right? A lot of you, 50, said hand. Probably because you're thinking of cooking, right, with your hands. And of course, when you cook, yes, you use your hands, but play it by ear. That's the expression. 104, well done. Nice one, guys. That's getting better. Let's look at the board. Yana, you're still up there at the top. Larry the cat has come meowing into 2nd place. Lorraine is up in 3rd. Tarn, you've dropped a little bit. And My Rules still there in 5th place. But we've got the last question. Here we go. Which of these is a macronutrient? Dum, dum, dum. Suspense again. "15 seconds. Macronutrients. Ooh, this is a tough one. Well done. Most of you got it right. Absolutely. 92 of you got it right. It was protein. Remember? Carbs, protein, and fat. They're the big. Macro means big, the big nutrients. Vitamins and minerals are micronutrients, and water is just water. Right. Excellent. It's the moment of truth. Who is the winner? Dun, 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 dun. 3rd place, Lorraine. Well done. Larry the cat made it into 2nd. I wonder if it is. It's Yana. Dun, dun, dun. Yana made it to the top. Well done, Yana. Fantastic. Nice one. Our health and food expert, Yana. Lovely. And that leaves us to the very, very end of today's class. We've talked a lot about these things. We've talked about a few books. We've looked at some nice expressions for cooking, eating food, signature dishes, rustling things up in the kitchen. You must be starving now, like really hungry. So before you go, just to remind you, you can get all of the notes on the website. If you go to Keith Speaking Academy, you'll get all of the notes on there. So it's keithspeakingacademy.com. within about 3 or 4 hours, more or less, go to the website, click on free live lessons, and that will take you to this page where you can just go there and download the notes. They're all there. I'm adding more and more, so you'll notice I've got more added because, I had to change website. It's a long process getting it all up. So I've started to add a lot more there. You can download them there. If you like the lessons, you can also try out my online course. You can click there and go and check it out. But that's it for today. It really is time for that second breakfast or snack. I think I'll have a raw potato. Maybe not. So listen, guys, take care. Lovely to see you here. Thank you for all of your wonderful comments. Really, really good ideas. And for your participation. You are key to making the class fun and exciting. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see any questions you have and I can kind of answer those maybe in the next class. I'll see you next week, next Tuesday and Thursday. Same time, same place. Take care. Be healthy. Be safe. Bye-bye now. Cheerio.